EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for the weekend, April 13th and 14th, 2019. For your Saturday, we're going to have any leftover morning showers moving away rather quickly. It should be a very early in the morning type of thing, and then clouds will give way to some sun this afternoon. And the temperatures are really going to spike once it does, and we should get in into the either side of 75 degrees today. So some areas will get in the upper 70s, some will be in the lower 70s, but very warm today once those clouds lift off. So we expect that to be mainly this afternoon once that clearing starts to take place. So this is a look at the morning here. You see the showers across our eastern areas coming to an end as we go over to the high-resolution rapid refresh here at 8 a.m. You can see the shower activity that is mainly across New Jersey and Delaware here at this point, just ending here in Pennsylvania. So any early far eastern parts of Pennsylvania could have a leftover shower very early on here. Again, this is 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, but then that will give way to they'll come to an end, and the clouds will give way to sun here in the afternoon. Here's a look at 10 a.m. Just a few residual showers here across parts of New Jersey and Delaware, and then that will end by noon there as well. Again, it's going to be clearing today from northwest to southeast, but it's not going to be a totally clear day. We're talking about partly to mostly cloudy skies maintaining, but it'll be enough that we have that surge of warmth coming in behind this, and temperatures will get well into the 70s. In some areas, we'll get into the upper 70s for highs today once that clearing takes place. It's just going to take some time. So gradual clearing will take place, but much of the morning is cloudy, and again, that early shower opportunity early on, especially for our eastern section. So once we get past this point, we see we clear out here in the afternoon, and then we're going to stay that way overnight, although we'll be mostly cloudy. And then we have another system moving in here for Sunday. Could be a few showers here. This is a warm front initially moving through, and it's hard to see here, but the area low pressure that's driving this is out here in the Ohio Valley. You have a warm front that's going to be out ahead of this and kind of sitting like this. So along that warm front there's going to be some shower activity here, but it's going to be very light and spotty along that warm front. The cold front associated with it is down here like this. That will actually bring us our rain in the overnight period Sunday into Monday morning, Sunday night into Monday morning, once this moves through. And you can see that here, just some light stuff during the day, not a whole lot going on, really. And the NAM is, I don't have the image for that, but the NAM also was indicating just very spotty, intermittent, very light stuff throughout the day on Sunday. We'll be cloudy all day. Again, just spotty showers here and there with that warm front in the vicinity. But the main batch of the rain that's going to be associated with the cold front coming through is going to come through on Sunday night. Here's Sunday night. You see it here Sunday evening and overnight. And then once we get to Monday morning, it starts to clear out. Again, early shower giving way, and then clouds giving way to sun in the afternoon. It's going to become breezy, though, because we have high pressure at this point sitting right here. Not really too strong, though, thankfully. But we do have a deep low that's sitting up here pulling away. So the gradient in between, you can see the isobars are pretty close together here. That means we're going to have winds 15 to 25, gusting to 35 once this system passes. So there's going to be most of the day here on Monday and also continuing into Monday night. You can see that here, the isobars are still kind of close together even overnight. So we'll have some gusty conditions, probably not quite as gusty overnight, but still some gusty winds going into the overnight period. But we are going to be clearing out later in the day on Monday and Monday night. And then Tuesday is going to be a mostly sunny day. Winds will not be nearly as strong here on Tuesday. Actually, not really strong at all. And we will be mostly sunny here on Tuesday. Back to partly cloudy skies here on Wednesday. Warm front now off to our north. We're going to have temperatures go back up. So Tuesday's going to go down behind the cold front, behind that system once it exits. Temperatures are going to get back down to maybe lower 60s or thereabout. Not really cold by any means, but just certainly cooler than it will be today and again on Monday. But that's only going to be one day. And we have the winds are going to be shifting with this warm front off to the north. Winds are going to be shifting around this high pressure and get temperatures back up here for Wednesday, close to 70. And same thing here for Thursday, maybe into the 70s again. This is a very repetitive pattern we're in here, where you have a warm up ahead of these systems here, and the warm ups are quite dramatic. So you get temperatures that are well above average. You got to remember, normal highs for this time of year are right about 60, 61, 62, something like that around our region. So if you have temperatures in the middle 70s, that's not normal for this time of year. Normal for late May, not normal for April 13th and 14th. So keep that in mind. So it will be warm. These warm-ups that are going to be ahead of these systems are going to be a repeat pattern. Then we have another system coming into the end of the week here. This is looking at Thursday. Thursday, I think, is going to be a dry day also. We have a system that's going to going off to our north again, and more rain along a cold front, similar to what we had last night, coming through in the overnight hours late in the day on Friday. keep my day straight here. Late in the day on Friday, we have the opportunity for some scattered thunderstorms when this frontal boundary moves through, and that should be going by next Saturday. So that system's out of here. Also, so a couple systems to deal with. They're almost identical to one another. We have a system cutting to the west and then moving off to our north, and we get the rain initially, maybe some light showers or the warm front, and then the cold front brings the rain behind it. That's really pretty much the recurring theme going on here. And then in between, you get these dramatic warm-ups in between, and that's why you see the temperature spike out ahead of these systems. Now, last night we had to watch these systems, though, because these can produce some heavier rain. And, like we saw last night, the models what we were looking at last night were not projecting to have all this heavy rain that was experienced in some areas overnight. We had some areas in the interior here from the lower Susquehanna Valley up through the Lehigh Valley and up in the areas I'm circling right here. A lot of these areas picked up between 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch of rain. Was not expected at all. If you all saw the video I did for Friday morning, a lot of these areas of the maps were projecting between 0.2 and 0.3 inches of rain. Well, that was obviously wrong, and we had a lot more heavy rain in some of these areas, even if some flood advisories issued within that circle for that rainfall when everything converged ahead of the frontal boundary. So we have to keep a close eye on these systems here. Any one of these can produce a little bit more than advertised, so just the kind of the pattern you're in, for the next week to 10 days or so, maybe even longer than that. But we do see some breaks of in between. They're not one on top of another. We do have a couple days break in between where it does warm up, and you have some nice days mixed in there too. So, we're going to have to deal with these rain systems here. Luckily they're not too long lasting. They're kind of in and out just with the front. And then we go back to dry conditions afterwards, like we're going to see today after the rain ends. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marters. That is your outlook for the weekend, April 13th and 14th, 2019. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.